world from beautiful Daytona. Amazing summer. It's getting very hot here. The ocean is a little cool this morning, 81 Fahrenheit, but it's such a beautiful morning. And sand is very, very soft here. So over there I just saw one guy got totally stuck, so the sand towing truck has a lot of work to do once you come to the beach with your car. The wind shouldn't be too crazy, so I will talk about a couple of things. We'll see how the quality will be. I wanted to talk a little bit about systems. As a mental projector, wherever I go, I see everything as a system. And even as we look at this ocean and the waves, there are certain systems all playing together. So right now it's pretty high tide, so that's a system influenced by the moon. So we have a mass of water moving. There are other influences, the earth, the sand masses, the currents, the wind. Everything plays together and creates a system. And that system creates waves and the pattern of waves. And depending on where the wind is, the waves will be big or small or not at all. And so in life, if you go into any new country, it's a system. If you go into a business, it's a system. If you sit into your car, it's a system. And to live a happy, harmonized life, you definitely will benefit of understanding how systems work, how can you change things when you need to, and what else can you do so that the system actually starts to work with you and for you instead of against you. And I'm currently in a situation where I'm learning about the American culture through my workplace and observing the system and organization from inside out. And when we need to change something in the system, we can only move one thing around and everything else will change. So I'm quite right now actually experimenting with something, so we'll see how that goes. So I already influenced the system by 20%, and now I'm going to do the next move. And this is important move to really honor my inner guidance, honor my health, and in the transition where I am, to take my life to the next level before I will leave that system. So when we enter a system, we usually consciously, unconsciously have an intention. Many times people are not very conscious, like even if you go to work someplace. So what do you want this system or that place do for you? So when I started in that business there, I wanted to get out of the house. I wanted to start to do readings outside of the house. I wanted to meet people in person, and these were the main things. As time goes by, we have to remember that these things may change. So it's very important that we also re-evaluate as time goes by, like, are those intentions still valid, or should I change it right now? And if you find that, wow, they're not valid, or they have changed a little bit, or I want something different, then you create new intentions, and then you will see, is this system here supporting this or resisting it? And if it's resisting it, can I still do some changes inside this system here to make it work for me or on my terms until I find something else or move on to my next thing. And many people don't have the tolerance or patience. They just like quit, or they do whatever other extreme stuff. And that's like not working, because when you do that, that same pattern will walk with you to the next system, whatever that is, a job or a new relationship. A relationship is also a little system. So it's very good to look deeper into it, get the clarity. What is it you would like this system to do for you, with you, or help you to turn things more on your terms? And living on your terms is something which has a little bit of, I would sense, collective resistance, because this is like living on your terms, like, oh, only rich people can do that, or whatever the case of the mindset of the person is. But we are now entering a time on this planet's Earth evolution where every person suddenly, it's almost like awakened inside of themselves. This life sucks like the way I'm like living it now. I want to turn it more into the life on my terms. And then there is a long silence, because many people have actually never really thought what that is, because they haven't given themselves the allowance to really allow themselves to even dream about it. Because what's the point of dreaming about it if I can't afford it? Is like the first thought usually people have when they haven't done that. So I would really encourage each one of you to think, like, if money wouldn't be a problem, how would your life look like? What would your life look like on your terms? What does that even mean for you? And then as you are going deeper into it, so information starts to come to you, because we were all made to enjoy life, and we were not actually made to come here to suffer, to live a limited life. We came here to fully enjoy. But sadly, society and the systems and structures where we were brought up till now were telling us otherwise. So we have believed what we have been told, and then it's like forever ending circle in a way. So it's up to us, it's our responsibility to change that and start to think, get more clarity. So now, as I am in this system, and I'm getting more clarity what I would like this system to do for me and how, then I turn things around, and then it starts to work more on my terms. Then the experience being in there will be more enjoyable, not only for me but also for everyone else, because most parts of the whole will actually benefit. And that is the major purpose and mission of the Mental Projector, wherever she is, whatever she does. And this is something which has taken me so long time, and I've always fought it, like I've always gone in like a warrior and demolishing systems, because I didn't really know how to look at it, like, you know, in a conscious and calm way. So this will be a test, whether this new suggestion will be happening, and if not, then it's like, you know, suggestion from the universe. Okay, this system doesn't work for us anymore, we need to find something else, or get your own system working for you. So that's another level and layer. when we have a business or have had a business and it hasn't worked for us, then there is something the system doesn't get or what it needs, and it needs to be upgraded or reset or recreated or whatever the case is, so that the system can really work for you on your terms. And that's how the mental projectors can really influence in a good way. What I've been also thinking of doing, like a little experiment, is to find different businesses around in my local area right now and just go there, observe first, then start to get connected to the business owner or owners and ask, how is your business doing? Are you happy what it is doing for you? And if they start to say, no, like we have this or we have that, then actually offer like, hey, I could come in, observe for a while, make notes, and then in a holistic way, make a list of things, what you can do right away to make this system to work for you. Because so many times people create systems or businesses or things, but they're not connected to them on a holistic level or layer. And that's where the problem starts. So we have to take these systems also as like almost like humans or beings, because then we start to communicate and we create like a two-way street in a way. So now it's also very interesting to look all at that, because I am from another country, so I come from a totally different system. And I'm now in a different country, so that's another system. So in order for me to really enjoy myself and also get everything going, I have to learn how this system here works. And is there a place for my systems or for my ideas to really work here and support this system so that it can be built like into like a two-way street? And I'm still like not sure what and how this is going, and maybe it is that I'm not supposed to live in United States while even like supporting United States. I'm maybe supposed to live outside or in a place which is kind of United States but kind of not, like, you know, Puerto Rico, for example. So it's still like a question mark, and we're kind of trying to figure that out with my husband. But what's really interesting is I've noticed one thing, and I bet many mental projectors have similarities with that. Many times when mental projector is outside of their own country, they actually can help their country much more and bigger than when they are living in the country. I don't know why that is, but I think I have managed to help many of my beautiful countrywomen and countrymen from the distance much more than like living there. So that's a very interesting phenomenon as well, because maybe at sometimes mental projector energy is so powerful that it needs a little bit of distance, so it's kind of like a little bit mellower. So when you put the mental projector into any system, what starts to happen is like, kind of comes to my mind is an example. Let's take a bottle where you have put in like a marinade, and you put like one cucumber in there. What starts to happen? Yes, the cucumber starts to marinate. So in a way, mental projector works as that marinade. Wherever she's put in, it starts to marinate. So whether it is the place you are living, and, you know, apartment complex, stuff which has been like kind of pushed under or is being like shady or stuff, so all of that will be pushed to the surface. And many times also mental projector energy brings also newness and transformation. So like in my case, what I have noticed, wherever I have lived in the whole world, so I've traveled to 32 countries, lived in 6, and lived in 4 different states in the United States. Wherever we end up, there is always going to happen some kind of construction pretty much right after we move, or I have moved there. So whether it's like a house is taken down, a new one will be built, or a new one will start like the process of building. So, and why is that? Because mental projectors' #1 mission is to bring forth newness and help people to figure out their, full potential and find systems and places and people and possibilities to fully contribute with all of their talents and skills and everything they are and have. And once they find it and figure out ways how to make it happen, then everything starts to align and magic starts to happen. So as an example, I could bring my own experience from Mexico. It took quite a bit of time, but once I got more visible and the word got around, it was a smaller place too, so everyone knew, okay, Krista Ra is this holistic person doing spiritual stuff, but she's also the water therapist. And before I knew it, I was doing water therapy in Four Seasons and St. Regis spa and some other high-end spa, so boutique spa. And that's what happens. It's like a puzzle. It just kind of like comes together and works. And then you can really start to enjoy life, because now you are doing and being why you are here to do and be, and it's so enjoyable. So for all of us, even if you're not the mental projector, it's very important to find out like how you can make that system work for you, and especially also family systems or relationship systems as well. Many people still go into these experiences to unconscious. So you find a beautiful woman or beautiful man and you're so excited and so in love and you don't care, and then you jump all over into the relationship with all the skeletons in the background, and because you're so pink and so in love and high, you don't care, and then after some time all these things come up, and because you didn't do it consciously, why am I here, what is this going to do for me, how are we co-creating, then the carpet may be pulled down like in a matter of seconds, and that may not be very, very good. So yeah, so now as a mental projector, more and more I consciously start to understand how this human design inside of me can serve me. More and more I am and will be empowered, and more I can help others to do the same thing. And every system has usually some kind of troublemaker, and these troublemakers are the ones who are actually here to help us to cleanse our system or cleanse our intentions, because it's like a awakening moment, like, hey, you haven't been very, very conscious about this, so look deeper into that. And then as you are forced into doing that, you know, you figure out like, okay, you probably also learn quite many more things about yourself. Like in this current system I'm talking about, I've learned that my natural way of being is not at all being aggressive and walking over people. And I've noticed that there are lots of systems and lots of ways American collective consciousness is working exactly like that. And it's in many other countries, in our system in Estonia as well. I'm not judging. But this is not natural to me. So now in this system, basically, I'm forced to do it. And if I'm not doing it, there is like, I'm going to lose quite a bit. So now what the system is trying to teach me is how to set boundaries, how to get more clarity, and then what is not working for me here. Especially when you are manipulated, then this is going against your flow and your natural kind of like way of being. So it's always like almost like a stop sign, like, hey, take a moment, check it out, think about it, and then reset it again. So, and as I have traveled so much and I've lived in different countries and I've observed so many systems, I've clashed with so many systems over the years, and I was like thinking like, why the heck is all of this happening? And one of the core desires each like human has is the desire to belong to a system. And then a big aha happened to me. So as I've been working with my Inner Family Archetypes, I understood why so many things have fallen in place over the last years is because I'm connected and I'm belonging to my own inner family system with my inner child, inner woman, inner man. So whatever other system is rejecting me doesn't care, because I have one system which is working on my terms, where I feed the system all the time. It's a two-way street. The system is feeding me as well. And that's the key of the inner work, and it's the magic of the inner work. So when I have that, then I will never ever be dependent on any other system. And also I don't even need to, you know, feel bad if any other system rejects me, which most systems actually reject rejectors, because we are just too much many times. So, and here you see a situation. This ocean is really crazy. If I would be a mother to that child, I would have never ever done what she did. She just let the kid run alone into this. And yeah, people are probably not local, so they don't know. So this wave can just pull that kid out in seconds, in a matter of seconds, and bye-bye. So yeah, be responsible adult if you are in a crazy ocean side like this. You have to know what you're doing. And why I'm talking about this, just check out one of my latest YouTube videos. Last week I shared it, how and what I learned about rip current, about manifestation. So it's no kidding. It's like powerful system, that ocean out there, right? So I hope this little adventure talking about systems was inspiring. Let me know what your thoughts or questions are. Have you found your systems already? And if not, do you need help to figure out your connection to your inner system, so that that freedom what I have now once I'm connected to my inner system, which never ever will reject me. Imagine, till the end of my days, there is one system which always embraces me, always loves me, always cares about me, however crazy I am, however weird accent I'm talking with, which has been like a weird judgment here in Central Florida. None of the other places, I've been many places here in the United States, and this is the only place so far. I open my mouth in a shop to the introduction with my exotic accent, and the person is picking another person for readings because of my accents. So, wow. But I believe everything is divine, so that person is probably not ready for that powerful transformation, mental projector energy. So it's all divine, even though from the depth of the mental projector is like, what the heck is going on? There's a little bit of protest in the beginning. So most people have not had very happy childhood because they were in a system which also rejected them, or they were in trouble. So that's why this work with the inner family archetypes is so crucial. And the way I help people to work with it, it's not from the books, it's from my own experiences and the way your inner world and your inner family guides with my help in that world. So it's a longer process, usually at least 90 days, but it's life-changing for the rest of your life. So just take a moment, close your eyes and think of how would that be to be in a place where you are always welcomed, always loved, unconditionally, the way you are, as crazy as you are or as beautiful or whatever you are, you're always welcomed, you're always part of that system, you're always loved. What kind of ease and freedom and energy would that create for you? So many people don't even know they have never taken a moment to take that moment. So I definitely didn't. So I took it to the next level. I actually even helped inner woman, inner man get married, and did a big ceremony and friends and games and food and music and the whole wedding and even the wedding cake, So, because this was important for me to show and celebrate my inner world. And it's gonna be soon 10 years, so 10-year anniversary being married to myself. Best decision ever. And that was so crazy, it even got to the international media, all the way to UK and Netherlands and other places. So yeah, mental projectors are quite a bit of crazy, not very conventional, so that's okay. So I see Vincent is here. Good morning and aloha to you. I don't know where you are. I saw you traveling. Sandy Mary Park is here and Katrin Ilya is here. Thank you so much, and let me know if you know your human design type. If not, I'll put the link how you can also do the test. It's a really cool thing, and it helps you to understand yourself better and make your life easier. So, and I see Monica Septold is here too. Aloha. So continue enjoying your beautiful summer, and there are so many ways to work with systems. Family constellations is one way, and this may work for some and may work not for some, because it has a lot of weaving with old time energy. So if you are in the new time energy, born after 1986, or you have done aura transformation or upgrading, that may not be quite the best way to work with it, but there are so many ways. So what you can do is you can just ask a question, what are those ways I can work with my systems, and where are those guides? And then the universe will give you ideas, and then it's up to you to listen to them and take action. So, because once you are aligned with your inner systems, the outer systems will align as well, almost automatically, and then you can create more of your dream life. So that's that. Yeah, and I see that the connection is a little bit tricky. I will upload this also to the YouTube, so usually then all the uneven connection will be cleared out. So I'll put the link on there in case this gets like disrupted as you start to watch this. So I'll put a note about it as well. So okay, so lots of aloha. Tell me about your systems, what human design type you are. Have you connected to your inner family archetypes? If not, I'll also put the little gift underneath here. You can do the inner family meditation, get to know them already now. And there is something very exciting. We have been working with my husband. It's coming out any minute in those days. So stay tuned. There is something bigger coming. So lots of aloha. I see Muriel is here too. Bye.